Hey guys, Jarell here, Grey Wolf TV, back with our episodes of Fringe. We are at the season finale. This is part 2 of the season and it is episode 23. I'm not going to even attempt to try to do a recap because we're right in the middle of a storyline here, other than to say our team, or at least Walter and Olivia, are still on the other side. The rest of them that crossed over have all succumbed to either their powers being drained or have gone short. Walter has now just collapsed from being shot by the other Olivia as he was trying to run away from the scene in the park, and our Olivia has just tracked down their Olivia. My god, this is going to get complicated. And has just seen that she is in her bedroom with her lover. So we're just going to pick it right up there. This is episode 23.
The Long Island Triangle, Fringe Event 2461, a semi-permanent thin spot formed in 1990. Temporal and spatial distortions are present. This area is off limits. An unstable wormhole at the Madison Square Garden that would not close was quarantined by Fringe Division in 1999. Due to recent legal developments, the 10,000 citizens encased in Quarantine Amber have been recently ruled legally dead.
Yes.
Sir, Homeland Security received a report of a high-priority individual being admitted into the ER at New York General Hospital.
Who?
That's the odd part, sir. It's you.
I can't imagine how strange it must be for you.
I've seen strange. This is something else.
Excuse me, sir. I didn't realize.
It's quite all right. I believe a friend of mine is being treated here.
What's the patient's name, please?
Fuck.
Sir?
You need to go.
You go. I'll buy you some time. You find Walter. I'll meet you in the parking lot.
I purged his file. He's in bed 18.
Thanks. Excuse me. Don't I know you from somewhere? I have it. Your agents.
Okay. Walter, can you walk?
I can dance if you like. They have absolutely fabulous drugs here, Olivia. I feel great. Oh, and look. Accelerated healing techniques.
Are you looking for something? I need the security footage for this unit now.
William
Hello,
Bell.
William.
Walter,
I see you've aged.
it appears I'm not the only one.
Get in, Walter.
Yeah.
When our two universes first interacted, it caused soft spots on the other side, but it was much worse here.
Whatever it is, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. So what is it?
It's very old tech. It's something that
Old?
I believe can be applied to heal the problems of this world, of your world. I told you there would be invaders coming over from the other side, but I didn't tell you they would be us.
No, you did not.
There are doubles. Alternate versions of ourselves, but don't be deceived, Olivia. They're monsters in our skin. They'll do anything, say anything to gain our trust, but they can't be trusted.
Is he from the other side?
That man is my son, Peter.
Your son who was kidnapped 20 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kidnapped by them.
We need a doorstop. Something to hold the door open, where Olivia has already provided a crack. You
Okay.
can build one, Walter.
A doorstop.
You build a doorstop, if you can. I'm gonna go look for Peter. You know, when people find out that you're back, you're gonna be famous.
What do you mean?
Well, you're kidnapping. It's a famous story.
So I'm like the Lindbergh baby?
The what?
Am I responsible for this?
Yes, Walter. I'm afraid you are.
Oh my god.
Both talked about borrowing this world's technologies to help our own.
You've pilfered this world for profit.
As a byproduct, yes. Let's remember, the only reason I came back over here was to prevent a war.
You say you want to prevent the war while you quietly fuel it. I know that you helped craft the shapeshifters. Your design signature is all over it.
I had little choice.
I've lost 17 years in a mental institution, William. Connections that I used to be able to make so easily, They just dangle just outside of my reach. I know that you could cut out pieces of my brain.
Walter.
What kind of man could do that? You robbed me of my memories, of my wife, of my son, of my past!
Walter, I believe you found what we're looking for.
Oh. Awkward.
How did you? We both leave our hidey key in the same place. To Mom? Yeah. She's alive. Well, the last few years have been hard for her. My sister died during childbirth.
Oh, come on.
You have a sister too?
Yeah.
And a niece. Ella. She's 7. Ella, you gotta trust me. I'm you. You keep your backup gun in your purse, don't you? I keep mine in my jacket. Call Fringe.
She's gonna go.
This is done.
Knew it! Just knew it! Whack! Oh, fucking. Where'd you get the hair dye from? It doesn't matter.
Hey, Liv.
Oh, crap.
Tried your cuff a couple of times. Everything okay?
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with it. There's no obvious damage to the structure, and yet somehow it just feels incomplete. What if the object was symbiotic in nature?
Is it supposed to do that?
The spectrum isn't random. In fact, the specificity of the configuration would seem to suggest that the object would only respond to a subset of people. A subset of one.
Don't tell me. Oh, shit.
Mr. Bishop, we're concerned for your safety.
What's this?
This was given to me by an acquaintance of your father, an observer. He wants you to know that your friends are here and that they have come to keep you safe.
Hey, Liv, what the hell are you talking about?
That made me jump.
Peter, it's me.
Thanks. I think I just figured that out. His bringing me back was never about fixing this universe. It was about destroying yours.
I have thought of 100 reasons why you should come back to fight the shapeshifters, to take care of Walter, to save the world. But in the end, because you belong with me.
I don't believe she actually just said that. She finally admits it.
Hello, Peter. I'm William Bell. Haven't seen you in many years.
You need to move.
Peter, help your father get this device inside and power it up. Olivia and I will hold him off.
Whoa!
Phosphorus grenades. Be careful. They're prototypes. They could be unstable.
Well, what do you mean unstable?
Just try not to jostle them.
Dr. Bell! Get down!
What was that?
Dr. Bell.
Oh, thank God.
What happened?
Jesus.
I used a grenade.
Always thinking you're smarter than me.
Walter, I will be the power. I've traveled between universes so many times. My atoms are ready to split apart with the slightest provocation. You always were as stubborn as a donkey with a nail in his head. Let's start the sequence.
Thank you, old friend.
Walter, you asked me why I took out part of your brain. I did it because you asked me to. because of what you were becoming.
Okay, that's a revelation. That's him gone. How the hell is she gonna pull this off?
I know you can hear me!
Oh, that face.
I know you can hear me! Please let me out of here!
Oh my god. Okay, you guys did try to warn me that nothing would be the same again and that it's a fabulous season end. You weren't kidding, were you? I feel like I need a separate 30-minute video just to discuss what's happened. Okay, I will try to condense it down. I was, up until more or less at the end there, was starting to have some sort of empathy with the other side and Walter in it. Because if you look at it from their point of view, everything that's happened to him and his family, especially with Peter being kidnapped and just disappearing in the middle of the night as far as they're concerned, because I remember mentioning that when it showed the episode of Walter explaining to Olivia what he did, and I said, so as far as they're concerned, their son just disappeared in the middle of the night with someone who looked like Walter, who probably from their point of view was just somebody who was an imposter, and then he just vanished. So it became a famous case because of who he is, because he's the secretary. And with all the stuff that's happened to their world has been severely affected by Walter opening a portal into their world. It was just showing some of it when Peter was in that helicopter being transferred to the Liberty Island where he was going, and some of the, what do they call them, just fringe events, saying what happened and the dates and everything, and they're all encased in that, whatever it is. I don't know the name of it yet. I'll have to make a note in my mind as to what that stuff is, and that they now class anybody who's trapped in there as clinically dead and nothing they can do for them. So they have to seal these breaches of these events. And this is all Walter's doing. So I was having empathy with Walter and everything that he's had to do because of what's took place. Until all this machine thing started to come into it, and it started to see why he wanted Peter, and he's obviously worked out whatever this machine is, wherever we don't know where it comes from or what it is or who made it or who designed it, but it seems to only work as a symbiotic sort of thing, technological and biological, with Peter. Why is that the case? And I did mention, as soon as I saw that happen, that I'm referencing back to the Observer when he saved Walter and Peter when the ice cracked, when he first brought him back, Raiden like, and him driving them in the car, and he said, the boy is important. That's got to mean this. It has to. If I'm wrong, I'll be surprised. That's got to have some reference to this, surely. We just don't know what the machine is yet, but obviously the observers are aware of this machine. They clearly know what it does and clearly know that Peter's involved with it. And it's capable of destroying an entire world, if not both of them. But it's also capable of healing the world, he said, or was he just lying? I don't know. But now he's taking it one step further past all this shapeshifter stuff and everything where they've been infiltrating our world to try and learn more, and he's now swapped the Olivias round. And that face at the end says it all. And he even explained when he pulled his Olivia into the office and said, what I didn't tell you was there were going to be doubles of us when I said people had come from the other side. But don't be mistaken, these people are monsters and they will do anything to accomplish their mission. That's how he sees our people. And that's how we have seen their people. So it's hard to know whose side you're to be on. However, with all that happening, I don't know. How the hell? So when they were fighting at the end, and William Bell said, here's these grenades, but be careful with them, they're unstable. And then we heard one go off. I thought it was our Olivia that had fired one to take the whole team out. And then when the scene cut back and all the team had gone, it wasn't our Olivia that fired it, was it? It was the other Olivia. And then they've took our Olivia. She's picked William Bell up, posing as ours, and saying, oh right, it's because I fired one of them, and that's how they've done the swap. And because they weren't using Olivia's powers to get back, they don't know. So the question now is, how long is it going to take before she is exposed as not being our Olivia? How long is it going to be before Walter, Astrid, Broyles, Peter, everyone realises this isn't our Olivia? Because they went over to their side and everything was so... There are all these subtle differences, but enough of a subtle difference for anyone who's indigenous to that world can spot someone completely out of place very quickly. Even just stepping on a bus, she found she couldn't even get on the bus because it needed ID, not money. She'd have the same problem coming to our world. She probably wouldn't know how any of our world works, and the money's different, our history's different, probably everything, our history, our culture, everything would be different. Not to mention, she's from Fringe division, so she's used to being, in effect, a copper or an agent, but she's not used to being an FBI agent. She wouldn't know anything that Olivia's experienced, and vice versa. Meanwhile, what the hell are they planning to do with our Olivia? Million questions, people, that I possibly aren't going to get any answers to till we start season 3, but that has got to be one of the best season finales I have ever watched of a TV series, because that kept you glued to the screen for the whole 2-part episode. There was so much going on, there was so much information going on, and it's the first time we got to see the other side properly, other than the odd flash here and there. And they throw it at you all at once. And we got Charlie back, we got William Bell in it, we got 2 versions of Walter, we got 2 versions of Olivia. There was just so much going on. I so hope we get to see more. Well, we will get to see more, won't we? Because our Olivia's over there. I'm talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour to try and keep this video not too long. It's already long as it is. Right, this season overall, guys, as a season whole now, has been absolutely splendid. The character development, the storylines, the amount of empathy they've made you go through the characters in this season has grown and grown and grown, and you've really gotten to know all of the characters this season, all of them. Broyles, Astrid, Walter, Peter, Olivia, even a sister and a little niece, Ella. We've gotten to know all of them, and you don't want anything to happen to any of them. And some of the story arcs have been so good, but still, I'm sorry, John Noble, the way he can do Walter and Walter it and just switch it on and off like that, the guy's good at that. However, Olivia posing as the other Olivia, I'm going to have to come up with a name for the other Olivia now. I don't know what the hell I'm going to call her. I hope they come up with a name for her as well, because it's going to get complicated. She's doing a pretty good job with that as well, because it feels like a completely different character. She's quite a happy person, and our Olivia's not like that at all. Anyway, all I'll say is I think there was maybe 3 or 4 episodes that were slightly below average for this entire season, but the rest were fabulous. And to say this was back when TV series were doing 22, 23 or 24 episodes per season, that is a very, very good success rate. So overall, season 2 has been brilliant. Can't wait to start season 3. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, post all your comments down below, but no spoilers for season 3, please. And I will be back with the first episode of it in 3 or 4 days. And if you want to make sure you don't miss that, turn your notifications on, hit that subscribe button, and then you will know when the video releases. So until then, guys, thank you very much for watching Fringe with me, and I will see you for the start of season 3 soon. Till then, thanks for watching and take care.